kapeash?
Everybody wake the fuck up. What's up, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever time you're watching this. I'm your host, Peach. Welcome to the Night Peach, where we talk about anything the hell that I fucking feel like. Um, Welcome to the show. CEO racism still here. Like, I need you to get a badge. A racism shirt or that. No, yeah, a badge. That'd be hard. Maybe somebody feel offensive. They come on the show like, how dare you have this white man CEO race? Like,
Don't you know how to make Kool-Aid, Jason? Oh man, I'm
Why
offended.
does it come?
I'm offended, man. I ain't teach you that.
Make fried chicken though.
I wouldn't consider Kool-Aid a black thing at all.
I agree, but stereotypically,
that's not nowhere near correct.
So what should I say? Do you drink grape soda? Is grape soda better?
I feel like more white people drink grape soda.
Everybody drink grape soda, man. I don't know why that's a stereotype.
Because I think that came from to what was good with Chinese food. Most people either had an orange soda or grape soda. And I know that's definitely a Midwest thing. I don't know about nowhere else, but I 100%. The Kool-Aid thing. I've been in too many different culturally houses, and Kool-Aid was just right there. So that's why when I don't know, early teens on up, I was in agreement with that because I thought that was true. But then when I got into my 20s and I got outside that house, I got to, able to, go to your friend's house or your partner's house. So, like, everybody had Kool-Aid.
For real.
Now, I think if you want to get into the stereotypic, like, ask a person who taught you how to make Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make Kool-Aid. I made it, somebody taught me, but okay, cool. Who taught you how to make good Kool-Aid? That's where the statistics and the statistics would probably, my opinion, come in and be like, okay, let me.
Man, you fell asleep on the F1. I came back out here like it was on 51 laps. I'm like, man,
when Russell went in at 32, 34. So he really stayed out there. And I was like, I can't do it.
Man, what we got on the agenda today, man? There's a lot of They say at least 920 dead after an earthquake in Venezuela.
That's why I was trying to kind of start out the conversation is like, I thought natural disasters, you never know when they're gonna hit. Okay, let me first say that. But doggone it, I could have sworn like more natural disaster reporting used to go on around fall, winter time. I could have sworn that's when I was more likely to be hearing more about tragedies and bad weathers and storms and hurricanes and tsunamis and all that stuff. It seemed like, man, as soon as the summer truly kicked off, all I heard was bad weather this, bad weather that, bad weather here. Like, good guy, I finally heard your cat for the first time.
No, for real, I was just hearing them too. Like, man,
you're over here being nosy.
They let you know your bike.
You got that on me.
Yeah, I remember when you first got it, you like, I read that bike and stuff like that, bro. Yeah. Months later,
hey, fuck off. Go.
The thing, I hope he wakes up and watched it. The thing I hope is Doc fix that damn mic because that shit's my nerve.
Shit. I noticed that. I don't know what's going on with this.
Sometimes it fade out, right? Like,
bro,
completely.
And I was gonna always think like, okay, one day soon, I'm gonna have to step us up and get us our microphone, headphones, too. You know what I'm saying? Good quality sounds and stuff like that. But 'cause yesterday, when we was watching, I actually read your facial expression, and I was like, nope, nope. Doc's going. I mean, Jason's going through the same thing we go through it too. Nah, it ain't. Nope. I don't want to hear it.
Yep. I feel like I'd be too expressive with my face. Y'all know exactly what I'm thinking. I don't got a good poker face.
Well, that that's because you haven't practiced. Me, I practiced at wanting to be a thief. Okay, a true, realized burglar. So everything that what I'm saying, practicing tiptoeing, practicing being light on my feet, practicing sneaking up on people, practice. I even practiced the bells on a mannequin, trying to get the wallet out of that pocket. Like I really went through all this stuff. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I did. I ain't gonna tell you how good I got, but I didn't get that good because obviously, I'm not a professional in that league. I'm a person trying to become a podcaster. Also, I guess I would make this announcement too. I'm gonna start trying to make content.
What kind of content? Damn, you kicking my boy Nick out the frame.
For real, all my okay. I don't know if you can see, but I got a double screen. I got a screen for your phone and people that have widescreen. When you turn it widescreen, and all
Yeah.
my views come through my phone, and
Mm-hmm.
I be getting comments like weeks down the way, like who them other people that be talking, because people that see it from the phone can't see the people that be sitting on the side of me.
You know that
See,
I don't know if you know, but it triggers two different
yeah, I
shows.
know.
It triggered
What
two
you
different
got?
shows.
Look, you
Yeah,
guys gotta share the screen, like right where your light bars are at, right behind you. Your head should be in one light bar, and your head should be in the other light bar.
technically it is on the big screen or the normal screen like this. You turn like this, everybody can see this. All right.
Hmm.
But for people that's like watching it on the phone, straight up and down, like if they were
Mm,
strolling,
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
can't see me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And most of my views come from over there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And sometimes it makes me want to go back on Instagram. Like, okay, maybe I can trigger Instagram and get an algorithm start over there.
Yep.
Also, I'm actually getting my main page back popping, so I've been going live on my main, like on my personal profile page.
What you mean? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
No, on book face because I just looked at. I'm just like a little bit short of like 6,000 followers over there. I'm like, oh, yeah. Let me work it back up. Let me start pushing over there too. You know what I'm saying? Because my group chat actually got a project coming up for real, for real. So I got to get back in the market.
I think that's where the demographic for you is at, is on Facebook.
And we need. He mentioned this earlier. Try to find somebody else to be on the podcast. Like how I found you. Try to find a
Hmm.
friend
Yep.
Yeah.
so we can get like a couple more people. Just try to grow a little bit through the struggle.
What I was gonna do, but I was kind of waiting. And I guess now was kind of every 6 months, kind of pressure I into like finding somebody. Even if I have to go journey back on TikTok, and what I'm saying, be amongst those crowds and be a jerk. People like me being a judge and stuff. And good stuff. So,
Do you know what your audience is like? Like, do you know what kind of audience you capture?
for real, I've got a politic audience for real, and a marijuana audience.
Mm.
I don't know. I think you got like a different variety for real. Because I remember when you used to we was at the old apartment, and I used to go to work, and I used to watch y'all on the phone, and y'all would be doing the podcast. It was about politics, weed, all type of shit. But I ain't gonna lie, the politics to me was most popping.
Yeah, but okay. So when I first kind of got started putting people on here, it was to introduce people into politics, and I think that was more of my itch of just introducing because a lot of people I brought on here didn't care about politics, didn't know nothing about politics, so it was just basically showing them from my point of view what I see, how I look at things, and then go from there. And you know, I give myself a little bit of credit, what I'm saying, for those who voted the way they voted. You know what I'm saying? I know I had something to do with it. Shout out to April.
I ain't gonna lie, I would love if we like had the whole crew or at least four people on here to get into religion. I would love
That
it.
now I working with Jody at this heart with them because I've been asking a lot of different people to get in there because there's no sense of me getting into it and I'm not strong. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going into this learning too. You know, and
But I think everybody have to have that mindset. You go in, of course, it's like podcast debate format, but you really go in
no.
to learn though. That's my opinion. I'm going to learn.
And see, the debate part is when I have those who know the scripture. But if I can get somebody like I got a dude on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, but he does his thing on TikTok, and you know what I'm saying. I haven't reached out to him yet, but I would love for him to bring his over here because once I get somebody on a regular basis over here in the Christian in the religion part, my mama and them on it. My mama got a whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Because she be asking, hey, when the next time? And I'm like, I don't know.
Here, you don't have to show that just yet. I just want it there.
What you say?
I was just telling Bert you ain't got to show that. I just want it there for later.
So the logo.
Man, I missed his intro. That boy was hard. The first one.
You
That
wanna?
was hard. I love kept out there. And then, he went on, you know, radical on me.
On me,
Well,
on
you
me,
wanna
when
see
radical like
it?
a was.
I, I ain't mad at you. I was just like, 7 days. I guess I just got 14 of it. But yeah, all this earthquakes and I don't know. For real, when it comes to news, because I be trying to stroll on people's things and I look up my stuff is hella mixed. Hella mixed. Because right now I got the WBA, I got uh movie breaks, new stadiums, politics, weather breaking, uh yeah, them my major topics that's just gonna flood my news feed at the moment. I think the dude that I'm interested in boxing fought the other day. I don't know his name. I just know he light skinned and tall, got a little curly, so somewhat of a fro. He don't look fully black, but he might be. I'm not sure. I just know that dude fighting style is awesome, unique, and it's weird. I'm getting this music feed.
You talking about UFC, right?
Yeah, no
More
boxing.
boxing.
Oh, boxing. Shit, that's something I wanna watch both UFC and boxing. It just kind of pain in the ass, especially to get into boxing.
I think I was just looking for something unique, something different in boxing, like an art style that wasn't everybody's made do. Because I was talking to Johnny, because Johnny was like he could have did some things in boxing too and stuff like that. You know, so I was just like, with boxing, just more concussion than any other sport in history. Period, hands down. And he was like, nah, football. I was like, well, if science, well, not scientists, but if doctor said every time you get hit in the head, your brain hit your skull, and you see any type of spot, that's a light concussion.
Hmm.
I was like, well, then in boxing, boy, you get hit in the head, they what estimate
You can hit and tell,
56.
yeah, all the time. Almost healed.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious. That's a curiosity I don't know. I really don't know. How many times does, on average, does a boxer get hit in the head? On average, in a boxing match, how many times does a boxer get hit in the head?
While there isn't a single universally fixed number, research shows that the number of head impacts varies greatly depending on the weight class, the length of the bout, and the fighting styles of the competitors. In professional bouts, some studies estimate that boxers can absorb dozens of head hits per round, potentially
Mm.
accumulating hundreds over the course of a 12-round championship fight. Heavier weight class boxers tend to land fewer punches overall than lighter classes, and fighters who focus on defense will naturally take fewer impacts than more aggressive brawlers. Are you interested in a specific?
100 times in a 12-round bout, you getting hit in the head. So that's 100 concussions.
Knock some sense into it, motherfucker.
That's 100 estimated concussions. Okay, yeah, compared to football, get hit in the head and concussions. I like some people don't even get touched. Some people just do one of these and don't like. Not every play, everybody get hit. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. I see. I There's plenty of plays we sit up there and be like, "What are you doing?" I remember not Pacific plays, but I remember plays where I was like, "That dude right there didn't do absolutely nothing." And boxing, you can't do absolutely nothing because you're gonna get hit. Wow, do nothing. Wow, take that thing. You know, so man, that's why it's hard for me to get into boxing. For real, for real. I feel like you know what, y'all be. I talk too much with it to y'all up over here. Gang, gang. I ain't know we was a gang, but you know what I'm saying. I got the hand sitting already, burn live, lost bait. Today is Monday. I'm definitely trying to push a lot of shows today, as many as possible. I'm hitting with the marijuana news later on today. Average. I also think I'm doing a special live show with Johnny. If he does have time, doing one with him. If y'all have any time open later on today, hey, I'm going to do a show. It's time to push, get back in the algorithm. It's July.
So when it comes to the YouTube thing, I know people be like, just know how sometimes if you watching a video and it got music playing, you can't play it. What is the rules behind that? So basically, let's say for example, see how it say the game up there. See how that's the game new video. You can't be the type of content person that'll be like, oh, we finna start reviewing new music. So how does that play into that?
You have to be underground. You can't do licensing YouTube. These people got. It's just like people already got contracts with YouTube. YouTube is the
So,
big platform. Go
well, what I
ahead.
was gonna say is like on my YouTube channel when I would go live, I would always start a live out with like a song, right? Uh, and from my experience, it really just depends on the artists that you're playing.
Hold on, you
So,
froze.
Hold on, money, you lagging.
You lag and froze and everything. Okay,
So
there
now
you
you
go.
right.
I'm not frozen no more.
No,
No, since you said still, you
Okay. Uh, anyway, my point is it really just depends on the artist, maybe what record label they're signed to or whatever the fuck, right? Or who owns their music, but most most shit you could play, it'll say copyrighted but won't have the demonetization or takedown thing, right? It just depends on what kind of music.
basically like a licensed copyright type of thing, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why when you sit up in here and we watch the videos, you know what I'm saying? Really, it's like 90 seconds that you have to watch it. People got to stop and make some type of conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, I tell people, man, y'all got to talk. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to talk. No. What's the point? You being up here, you know what I'm saying? And I done sat on panels with a lot of people. Boy, all they do is one of these. But then understand that if people don't know something they don't know, then they're not gonna put it. So it depends on what you. And then the thing is, I've been going live to try, and for me, really, to sit up here and try to convert over to making content, making videos, and posting them different.
That's interesting.
And that's something I'm trying hard to break myself and get into because that's really what people sit up there and watch. You know what I'm saying? People want to see those, and that's how they get, you know what I'm saying, the feedbacks and people to hit the call outs and stuff like that with the little 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute video about something that you truly into.
So I got a
And
question.
you'll see,
What you say?
I said I got a question. Like, what kind of content do you want to make? Is this the content you want to make, or do you want to do
are
something
you
different?
breaking up? What in the heck is going on?
You lagging.
Good.
Might want to come back. I mean, go out and come back in.
Okay.
Can you do me that favor? Because I done got rid of everything. That's crazy.
Money having some technical difficulties.
Because he like, what? Because basically what he want to know what type of.
Is my shit any better?
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Okay.
know. Now, what's the question you had?
My question was like, what kind of content do you want to make? Is this the content that you want to make, or do you have like something else in mind and the kind of YouTube or whatever content?
For real, what I've been how I do my live is my content needs to go into more details to back up my claim of why I believe the things I believe and stuff that I see.
It sounds like he been waiting on somebody to ask him that.
I think
That was a good answer.
I think that was just a question I need to really answer.
That was
To really,
the way you
like,
said the answer was good, man. I like that.
No,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
yeah, because I really been thinking hard. Like I really gotta get into that part because you know what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? That'll bring more people to the live because people are like, oh, that's why. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got days and how I want to put things and stuff like that.
So okay, you know what I think. Uh, I think you should evolve your content into something new than a podcast setting. Now, hear out my suggestion. You know how I used to do my live streams?
Yeah,
Or, okay. I'd suggest something like that, like more of like a streaming thing than a podcast setup. Like, essentially, you could do the same thing. You could still have people join in, maybe it's through Discord or whatever the fuck, right?
right.
But you could you should do just a live stream setup. It's focused on yourself. You go into like the topics you talk about, bring it up on screen, like the type of shit I used to do. And you could still have people join in. Like, I hate to compare you to this, but like you could do something like a Hassan Piker if you know what his live streams are like.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. But yeah, this I feel like that's the niche. I think that's the niche you're going for. You just do it in your own way in a podcast with like a podcast want to feel to it, you know?
Yeah. Because I know I need to drop videos like about marijuana because that's still my main lane. That's still my fans. That's you know what I'm saying. They still out there. You know they ain't going nowhere. And plus, I'm still into straight laws like the gun law that might be passed for marijuana. I'm still promoting that. I'm still advocating for that heavily, stuff like that. So that's one type of content that I definitely need to push for. Stop markers for beginning is another one. You know, boom, two, and more like what he said it'd be three. So therefore, I have content to push. It should never be a dog day.
But at the same time, I didn't mean to interrupt you. He can't do it all by himself. And I say that, then you know I say that from the outside looking in, because I'm supposed to be on the inside looking out. But I understand what he's trying to do. But
Well, that's why I say a Hassan Pike or you know what? Better yet, Destiny. So like Destiny as a streamer, he has his Discord where when he's live, he has his Discord open. I mean, this is typical for like live streamers, right? And people could hop in the Discord when they got like questions or something to chime in on a conversation or just to bombard you, you know. Uh, it's basically the same exact format as this, just I think that's the format you're trying to go for, and it would be easier and more structured if you did it that way.
And see, I heard you.
let me ask y'all this.
Because I always imagine my Discord when I got my Discord is I want people in there making
don't more views push you into the algorithm more?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I was gonna make the announcement that far as the gaming channel, that's gotta be
You got to be a what?
a different channel. Like I can go burn live gaming and say that, you know what I'm saying, still keep that, but that's gotta be a whole nother separate room. Especially now that I got my girl and she teaching me everything about this game and how so serious and all the information that be dropping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is how much.
I gotta get off. I'm sorry.
Woo! Good
I,
night, kapeash.
I do gotta get off. But you want to show that picture for me real quick?
You gotta put it back up.
Oh, you took it off. Why'd you do that?
I did take it off.
When you laugh, it went away.
Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm working on a clothing brand. This is a concept. Just want to throw that out there. I'm working on shit. I want to see what people think, but this is a work in progress concept for a clothing brand I'm working on. Just wanted to shout that out. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later, man.
All right.
For sure. Yeah. See, it's good to have something that I don't know bothers you. Or something you like to do. That's why I always say, like, man, what people like to do. It should be easy to say what you like to do because it's what you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to what people like to do, they're like, it's just them. They want to keep it to themselves. I'm like,
Well, no, I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree, but I think sometimes like people just want to go with your flow because they don't want to seem like they're overstepping their boundary. If that makes sense, you see what I'm trying to say?
yeah. Some people feel like there's no way that he has interest in what because all he talks about is politics.
Which isn't true. That ain't true.
The only reason people know that's just because most people caught me on the surge, and I was infuriated with how the election went. Like, you know, I don't know if y'all was a part of that, but I was a part of that. And I get for people they felt the way they felt, but looking at what goes on in everyday life and saying that you are a part of something that most of the things that you disagree upon just makes absolute sense. But then when Rolling on Eights, I'm glad I remember his name instead of saying it. Rolling on Eights came to me and knowing that what his background used to be. He was a Muslim, and then he was like, I'm not really a Muslim, but you know what I'm saying? He was more Muslim more times than I knew.
Mm-hmm.
And then for him to turn around and accept the LBGTQ, I was just like, oh. I was like, that's America. To where you may disagree, but it affected you because it was something close to home.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that, but I'm still not going to agree with it.
What accepting them?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? I mean, because in a sense, I don't even agree with their lifestyle, but I accept that that's who they think they are. Or that's who they are, quote unquote. That's the only part I accept. I don't agree with it at all. I feel like it's a slap in the face to straight people.
I don't know. I think the word accept, because when you accept something, that's just like, here, give me something. Accept it. No, I cannot accept that.
Right.
You can be whoever you be. I have nothing against that, but I cannot. I think I don't know. Maybe people like you go too deep. I was like, well,
No, because it is that deep when it comes. Well, for certain people, it is that deep because we're talking about life
right,
and whatever comes with life. Because just the reason why I don't accept their lifestyle is like that's a slap in the face to. I think it comes down to what people believe.
yeah,
Because I believe in a higher power or God, however people want to say it. I think a lot of people who don't just want to just want to be out here willy nilly and do what they want to do, and just like, oh, this is who I am, accept it or not. But we all got to meet the maker one day, and we will be judged.
when it comes down to all of that and looking at everything that these books tell us, it's like we got to. No, we got to do what the book says, and then every other book follows up under the Bible. And that conversation that I had on earlier on the Burn Live show was more like it be crazy how people be putting stuff in content. And I didn't say nothing, and I should have said, but people be putting in content like other religions came first before the Bible. And I understand Christianity maybe came late, but the Bible came before any other book.
Yeah, people will deny that. They will rationalize it. They're gonna slice it up a million different ways just for whatever religion, whatever they believe in. Like, oh yeah, that might have came first, but
But
you know what I'm saying?
but what? It's like, how can there be a but? But what book came first? The Bible. It was founded in Egypt way before it was founded in European or Egypt or Israel or any other land. And I heard that from more other resources and people from Africa. But then, they go back into the worst crime of it all. The worst crime that have ever been committed. Man, let me say something about that real
About the worst crime?
Yeah, the so-called worst crime ever to be committed.
Don't talk about it. It's still holding me back, man. Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful. I am so happy and thankful, and I'm sorry, my ancestors, but look how free I am. Okay. And I want to just hear this quick 29-minute update because this piece talk about U.S. and Iran fighting over the Hamas is okay, cool. I just want to make sure this was a real straight news. Man, I missed new 3 hours.
Says that the U.S. could be drawn back into conflict as Iran and U.S. forces exchange new strikes over the weekend, raising fears of a wider war. NBC's Alice Barr reports from Washington.
This morning, hopes for peace with Iran battered by a weekend flare-up and fighting over the Strait of Hormuz. Though multiple outlets, including the Wall Street Journal, are now reporting the two sides have agreed to stop the strikes and continue peace talks. The Wall Street Journal citing officials from the U.S. and other countries involved in negotiations.
When I hear reporting like that, just openly reporting like that, it sounds like Iran just couldn't believe how many people was on the board. So they just like, hey, hold on, you know, just like you the captain of the football team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you do a drunken disgrace of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you expect to go out there on Friday night football in that small little town and get the respect of the town when you did a town shameful thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's how I feel like Iran looked at it like, hold up. Both of y'all countries that we deal with are over here on this side. Okay. When they so-called did this deal, I should have said, hold on. Let me show y'all something. What? What? No.
So where is that at though?
That's in Hamas.
But who is that?
That's over by Hamas.
No, I mean, who is that? America or is that?
Oh, these?
Yeah.
These are just tankers and oils and ships from different countries. They use this. Nah. But like I said, when we open it, we should have seen like maybe 1, 2, you know, man, straight up.
Yeah, open them up. Everybody came to the party.
Huh? What Trump do?
Man, like, oh, this back open?
Nah. Hold on. That's just how I hear the reporting, because yet again, boy, you got look at this. What is they? Hey. They doing they thing. These two boats, look at that.
Yeah, what is they doing though? They too close.
Well, we getting back to business. What you say? Taking care of business every day. That's one thing that y'all be tripping. But people like, oh, but we understandable. And I do consider this political, and I do understand this politically, that yes, we do not get too much money from being over there, because we don't really run ships through there. Get that. I heard technically we run maybe like 3%, 8% of ships. So what it sounds like to me is Trump was like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Because yet again, if that open and that's for oil, man, I'm trying to get my prices down. I don't have no nuclear bombs, no none of that. But I'm just saying.
Citing officials from the U.S. and other countries involved in negotiations, though Iran has not confirmed an agreement. Vice President Vance on Friday downplayed the disruption, saying a ceasefire.
It's always going to be a little messy when you're dealing with the Iranians, but if we make the final deal, then great. If we don't make the final deal, Their nuclear program is still destroyed. They're still much weaker as a country.
The two sides have been in detailed talks over the future of Iran's nuclear program following the signed Memorandum of Understanding initial agreement, though on Saturday, President Trump warned the U.S. could be forced to militarily complete the job, saying Iran would no longer exist, while accusing Iran of violating the ceasefire. After an attack on a ship in the Strait of Hormuz late last week, U.S. forces then fired on.
Yet again, all y'all not finna just wait a minute. I just signed the ink with this dude. Okay? And y'all trying to tell me y'all was Mark Rubio and them already said dog they was getting shit through while it was closed.
Right.
But yet again, I heard a lot of people that be arguing, did no ships get through. I was like, well, did y'all hear what Mark Rubio said? Do y'all know what Mark Rubio's job is? You know what I'm saying? And this is just what I be getting from my resource. And my resources go straight to them and hear it out their mouths and bring it to my attention. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I be sitting up here and be up here false claims. So that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, when I heard this all around there, like, it sounds like they seen somebody out there like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Iran targeting missile and drone sites, with Iran firing back against U.S. military infrastructure in Gulf allies Bahrain and Kuwait. On Capitol Hill, Republicans largely backing the administration's approach.
This is almost just a mop-up operation. We have to press them. If they strike us, we have to strike them back by 10.
As some voice concerns.
So there's a lot of work to be done, and I just fundamentally do not trust the Iranians.
With the path to lasting peace uncertain. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The conflict between the U.S. and Iran is escalating again. President Trump warning that the U.S. could be forced back into war as both sides.
Oh, see, they love it. The media is like they loving this. We making Trump look so disgusting.
Make him look like a bully.
What if, like, we never ever want a person of the people to ever run for president and get in there.
What you mean?
Huh?
What you mean? Which is say that again. Say that again.
We as an establishment don't ever want the people to become the president ever again.
Mm. Trump is the people.
For the people.
So yeah, he's for the people. I agree.
Yeah. But for it to actually happen
twice, you know, that really should motivate. That should, especially businessmen across the people who grew up in business.
I think business people. I think yet again, I like to, and this is one of the contents I want to bring up, but I'm gonna need help with research with this one. I think the change that we are looking for is happening. And unfortunately, I said it was happening slowly, truly. But this Carmelo Anthony case is definitely 100% a breakthrough in reality. Another reality we need to break through is the factual fact that Black people can't hang them. We need to stop thinking that. If there's a so-called rate of Black people committing suicide, and it's a lot of it, man, there's gonna be a small few of people that they act like this shit be happening every day. Shit getting on my nerves.
I think people be worried about the wrong thing, man. I feel like it's important for us to have a strong leader our president is our leader. He can get up there and actually complete a sentence.
I think we need a black leader. Even though anybody that's black that's a leader, they're gonna be called a goofball and all that something, but yes, we have black people that have done it, but we need a leader. He needs not to be a president.
Yeah.
He needs not to be in Congress. He needs to be.
Good luck finding him. Because unfortunately, a lot of people are compromised. I can't wait to find out which token black guy they run out here for the next presidential election. I was seeing something. They talking about Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Man, listen here. The Democratic Party is going to run out AOC and Gavin Newsom and some wild socialist, and maybe Bernie, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I think
I forgot about Bernie.
Bernie might back up AOC.
I forgot about Bernie, man.
And there's other few candidates, but these candidates that they got are like, I'm sorry, not Mark Rubio. I'm sorry, not J.D. Vance. And J.D. Vance done went around on 2 different shows and then got some Democrats to say, hey, damn. So, yeah. I'm just going to sit back. I don't know. I'm just waiting on these black Democrats to look like, who the hell y'all think y'all? I just want to see AOC, Gavin Newsom, and Stephen A. Smith on that stage. I'm sorry. Buster.
Oh my God, that's Stephen A. Please.
Stephen A. Stephen A. gonna turn a mud hole in him. Stop playing.
He might, but yeah, that's. I can't even hate on him if he run for it. I can't even hate on him.
For the black people?
Just as far as Stephen A. and the Democrats, whatever he run under, whatever, I can't even hate on him because my hate.
He know capitalism.
He do. My hate would be he's just a talking head. He come from a profession where he just read a teleprompter. I can't hate on that though.
He came from journalism and sport.
Yeah. I can't hate on him.
You know what I'm saying? He came from the streets of Brooklyn, New York City. Dude made a way on ESPN.
For a long time too.
And is a very accomplished. Do we got some skeletons so far? No. Only skeletons that I heard is just the stuff that he says that so-called black people don't like.
Right.
And when the whole world, the whole United States start hearing that, some black people are gonna be like, I like that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I what Stephen A.
That's what I said. I can't hate him. I can't hate him much as I don't like
him. And then, excuse me, I'm sorry if you know already New York got his back.
Like, for sure. Man. It might be the whole East Coast for real, just to represent. I know how it works. I understand.
Okay, then. Like, stop.
That's exactly what I said. I can't hate on him. I can't hate.
So still debate?
Well, I know he's licking his chops trying to get on that stage. Because he definitely...
But it's not... To me, how he says it, I feel like it's not worth it for what you're getting paid.
Oh, yeah. No. He definitely get that bag, what he's doing now. And he definitely not going to get that same type of bag. But maybe it'll further his Stephen A. brand, quote unquote, because he is technically a brand. We know him by Stephen A. I say that in any bar across the country, y'all know what I'm talking about.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, because I want him to do it, but I don't want him to do it because I don't want him to mess up his chance. I want him to be a free candidate for people to freely think. So do not, Stephen A. Smith, if you ever somehow come across this itty bitty show, do not do an interview with Trump. Don't do it. Okay. I know that interview will be exclusive. Everybody will want to see it. You got a podcast. Ooh, I get it. Especially after, but no. Don't. Just run. Because other than that, man, Democratic Party, man. I see y'all in 2032. That's the only time I think they got a chance of winning, bro. 2032.
I think they got a chance next year, next election cycle. Depends on who they run out there, though.
Man.
Well, they spew all this nonsense about Trump and Republicans.
You can't scream Trump.
I mean, Trump, he got 2 years left.
You can't. So what you gonna scream in 2028?
That's how time is shining. Get y'all best Democrat out there and get it going.
Huh? That's Gavin Newsom. The person did the worst job in California. Man, the Republicans gonna eat him alive. They're gonna eat. Y'all don't even want to start with me on that. So, how you pronounce her name?
Chicago.
They showed a track of her in Australia running. Where she was like an extra 5-10 meters behind them.
Really?
Like this.
Got up there?
I was like, dang. That girl was true. When's the Summer Olympics?
28.
Huh?
28, right?
In LA?
In LA, I don't know.
Dude, how's that? Huh? How they get like, come on, man. Y'all getting to the bag. Like, y'all hosting everything. And y'all trying to tell me Allegiant Stadium, y'all want to take off the words Allegiant Stadium to host a FIFA World Cup soccer.
Really? That's why they ain't got it out here?
Yeah. Boy, you have to strip everything that's labeled with the your company off your thing.
Oh, they tweet. They tourism would have went up 500%, boy.
Boy, it's been outrageous. Everybody's been eating. Everybody eat. It's been old Vegas. Man. Y'all know nothing about old Vegas before the pandemic. What was that?
I have no idea.
With
I
a
heard
skirt?
it though. I heard it though. I don't know what it sounds like.
Like somebody tapping on the window? Well, is Jamie Foxx coming out of the woodwork? Is Jamie impersonator allegedly? Yeah, I'm getting up here, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime that you're watching it. I appreciate it. Let's show the Kmart Radio Shack. Y'all know nothing about no
Nothing about
Kmart.
that, man.
Y'all know nothing about no Kmart.
Kmart, big Kmart, Radio Shack.
Yeah. I'm out. Peace.
This motherfucker is locked.
Talking, I'm in love, baby.